We have a couple proclamations, and the first one is Women's Equality Day, and I know that there's somebody here for us to present to. B.J. Starr, would you come forward? And I'm going to turn this over to Commissioner Barnette.
Hi, B.J. Please have your colleagues come up. Welcome here, and I understand that you picked up the original proclamation in August on the occasion of this, and it's seen some travel.
Yes, it went to Washington, D.C. for our national board, and we took it to Orlando to our state regional meeting, so it's been around.
Well, very good.
Dunedin's very famous.
Well, that's good. Tell you what, let me read this on behalf of the city, and then present this to you, and then you can say a few words and introduce your colleagues. It is indeed my pleasure, Mayor, to proclaim Women's Equality Day. Whereas 152 years ago, pioneering women and men met in Seneca Falls, New York, to talk about women's rights and women's suffrage, was first proposed in the United States. And whereas the suffragettes employed radical tactics as they worked for the Voting Rights Amendment, picketing the White House, chaining themselves to courthouse doors, staging large suffrage marches and demonstrations, and going to jail, where they were forced and kept without bail, during a 72-year struggle to obtain the vote. And whereas women continually make great contributions to our nation, as doctors, mothers, teachers, lawyers, pilots, artists, entrepreneurs, and in all branches of the armed forces, the work of women is essential to the strength and vitality of our country. And whereas the honor of exercising the right to vote exemplifies the American spirit and our treasured democracy. And whereas in recognition of this milestone year, Florida National Organization for Women, NOW, West Pinellas now, and the City of Dunedin recognize and celebrate August 26th, 2010 as Women's Equality Day, the 90th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, and honor the perseverance, leadership, and achievements of the suffragettes and all American women, and we knew our commitment to equal justice and dignity for all. Now, therefore, I, Ron Barnette, on behalf of Dave Eggers, by virtue of the authority vested in him as mayor of the city of Dunedin, Florida, and on behalf of the entire city commission, do hereby proclaim the observance of Women's Equality Day. BJ, please let me present this to you, and congratulations. Yeah. Thank you. The microphone is yours.
All right. I'd like to introduce two of the other people here in our coalition. This is Arlene Shimkat, and she's also a Dunedin resident, and her office is right across the street. So should you need a realtor, please go right across the street and talk to Arlene.
You go, girl.
And to my left is Alice Donovan, and she came all the way from Pasco County to be here today. So we're really glad that we're all here. And we wore our shirts so everyone would know that we're from now. So, Mr. Mayor and Commissioners, on behalf of the Tampa Bay Area Caucus of the National Organization for Women, we would like to thank the city for this proclamation, honoring those brave women and men who were jailed, beaten, and force-fed while fighting for a woman's right to vote. Women's history is not well covered in our schools, and we appreciate the opportunity to remind others that women got the vote just 90 years ago, while white men got to vote for George Washington, 1789. And to bring a little bit of local history to the mix, I think that many of our citizens in Dunedin would be amazed to know that although the 19th Amendment was ratified in 1920, the state of Florida, the legislature, did not ratify the 19th Amendment until 1969. So, yeah, you're not surprised.
I found that blue.
All right. Yeah. So we invite others, other men and women, who are interested in human rights to join NOW. Our issues include domestic violence, Social Security, choice, fair wages, mothers, and caregivers. And as always, we're still working on the Equal Rights Amendment to put women into the Constitution finally in this nation. So at this time of early voting, it's a perfect segue for us to remind all citizens that there are those who suffered torture to get the right to vote. So please take the opportunity to participate in government and to vote in the next 2 weeks and on November 2nd. And again, to the City of Dunedin, thank you very much for this proclamation.
Thank you again.
Thank you, BJ.